Bring that out.
All right, bro. Go to Enoch chapter 2. Start at verse 4. After that, we're gonna get Jubilees, the 4th chapter.
I ain't got none of those, dog.
You said bring it out, bro. What you talking about?
I wouldn't talk about that.
You had to be, bro. You talking about Jasher. All right, bro. Go to Jasher chapter 17. You talking about that one?
What's that going into again?
Huh?
What's that going into again?
Let me see, bro. Hold on. I ain't even gonna pull that wickedness up on my computer.
Bahram in the chat. Shalom King. You see how Aharon's starting off the live?
Tahawam, know the ticket.
He said, "Y'all brothers is deep."
Tahawam, know the ticket. Tahawam, bro, pull out that book, brother. The one that got all 3 of them in there.
He got the trifecta.
He got the Trinity. He got the Trinity on deck.
Shalom, Shalom King. He got the trifecta. Y'all killing me. What we gonna get into, Aaron?
I don't know. I was feeling. I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about. Here's what I was thinking about. No.
Oh, okay.
First Maccabees chapter 1. I don't know why. That chapter just so hard, but
because we were talking about the Maccabees last week.
I know.
The Hasmonean dynasty. So I can see. First Maccabees chapter 1 is a very good chapter.
That chapter hard.
Probably one of my favorite chapters in the book of Maccabees. It got too much stuff in there, bro. And it still applies today. A lot of it applies today. It's nasty.
The one with Eleazar go hard.
Eleazar.
The one who said, let me show my age type deal, roughly paraphrasing.
Oh, you talking about 7 sons or no?
No. The one they offered him.
The priest, the elder. I'm tripping. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's like First Maccabees 6, I think, or Second Maccabees 6. Anyways, I know you're talking about. They tried to make me for it.
Yeah,
he wasn't going for it. Dang, I had a brain fart. I didn't know what you were talking about for a second.
My brother said, "You talking about the 7 sons?"
You would have said that, huh?
I would have spoke on that.
I would have said, well, the lady with 7 sons.
Bro, what should we go over, y'all? What y'all think? Any topics? Once the spirit get flowing, it's going, you know.
We got melodic tunes, Shalom King, Hebrew dollar, Shalom. Oh man. I'm kind of feeling that First Maccabees too, though.
Maccabees is a hard book. You got, I know. Hold on. Let me. I don't know. When Mattathias was finna pass away, and he started telling everybody to remember, basically.
That's First Maccabees chapter 2, no?
Is it? I was thinking First Maccabees 5. It might be.
I think it's 2.
Man, if it's that early on, that's crazy.
If it's that early on, we might as well do 1, do 2 next week.
I thought you should say do 2 today. I was finna be like,
nah, we ain't got enough time. We barely got enough time for either one of them. And if we do, we need to start moving in haste because both of them.
He said,
We're not gonna make it through either one, Loki.
yeah.
Low
Brother,
key.
we should just go over. We should just go over something, man. We should go over something a little smaller than. And then
Because those both of the first Maccabees chapter 1 is like 60 verses or something.
yeah. Chapter 2 is 70. Chapter 1 is 64.
Yeah, that's the thing with Maccabees. Them chapters is weighty and long. Mighty though.
Oh, I know we could touch on. I know we can touch on. He said, Paul. I'm down to talk. I'm down. I just know other people getting tired of Paul. I'm always down to go over some Paul, though. Believe that. But something in Second Esdras.
Man, we were just talking about that the other night. What kind of second Esdras don't wear? Long chapters, still some long chapters.
They are.
But we don't gotta read the whole chapter.
Exactly. Hold on, let me see. Because it's something specific in there. It's talking about how the trees sought to take over the land of the waters, and then the waters sought to take over the land of the trees. And
yeah, we can. What is that? That's earlier, ain't it?
Trying to find
like chapter 7 or I don't know. I don't know actually. Might not be chapter 7.
I do feel like it is early though.
I almost want to say chapter 2.
I thought chapter 2 too. Okay.
7.
It's chapter 4.
Okay.
Chapter 4.
Yes. Yes. You pulling it up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll keep eating my salmon while you do that.
You said you eating salmon on the Sabbath?
Yeah.
But y'all pull out the precepts, man. Pull out the precepts, because this brother going off yet again. Eating salmon on the Sabbath, brother.
You acting like a Christian.
I told you about that, brother.
I was going to say you acting like a Pharisee, but you acting like a Christian. They say everything is sin.
Yeah, for real. Did you wake up this morning? You see, man, that's sin.
As soon as you came out the womb.
That was sin, bro. You can't do that.
As soon as you came out the womb, you was a sinner.
Yeah.
See that?
Bro, don't get me started on Christianity. I could talk about them niggas all day.
Okay.
I could do it. All right. Second Esdras chapter 4, verse 1. We ain't gonna read the whole chapter, I don't think, but let's see, right? It says, "And the angel that was sent."
Hold on. Open up real quick.
Okay. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahushua. Right? Let me pull this up. This Esdras, if you're not familiar with who Esdras is, it is Ezra, right, who lived during the time of the Persian and Mede captivity. Where's his name at? Where's his name? I'm just trying to find his name.
Who, Ezra?
Yes. Come on, man. It got to be somewhere around there, right?
You better off typing it.
need. Okay, it might be chapter 2 though. This is nuts, bro.
Just type
Bro, I thought I did. It went to this.
it.
You see? I did, brother. It got to be in chapter 3, right? Is Ezra like not mentioned? Okay, well, I just wanted to show that that's not funny, bro. All right. Ezra's name, from what I last remember, means help, right? Because he sought
Go
to
to
help.
Ezra 7.
Oh my God, are you serious? That's when it's first mentioned?
That's what it looked like.
Oh my God. He said go to Ezra 7. All right, bro. Okay, cool. Right. Ezra sought to help his people out. Ezra sought to help out the godly and the ungodly of his people. Right.
That's hot.
That's the kind of man Ezra was, right? His name means help. Often, I don't know what that word is, a helper, aider, right?
That's hot.
Yeah.
Let me see the Hebrew. Ezra. Ezra. That's
Yeah.
hot.
It says it's a variation of this word. Let's see what this word is. Help, succor, assistance, help. Yeah, one who helps, right?
That's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Dang.
I thought I showed you that. Did I not show you that?
You never showed me that.
Bro, I could have sworn
Ever.
I showed you that. My bad.
Oh man, that's hot.
My bad. Jesus, that's hot. Could have swore I thought I showed you that.
You didn't, bro.
But like I was saying, when you read in the second Ezra, you'll see how much Ezra sought to help out his people, right? And that's why he has the name help or aid, right? Succor, so on and so forth. So we're finna get into second Ezra chapter 4, verse 1. It says, and the angel that was sent unto me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer. So you come to find out, Ezra dealt with the angel Uriel, right? Uriel kept coming back and forth between Ezra and the Most High God, and he'd tell him you got to fast 7 days, and then I give you an answer. You got because Ezra always had questions like, why is it like this? What's going on here? So on and so forth. Y'all gonna see. We're gonna get some examples, right? Verse 2. And said thy matter of fact, I should start at chapter 3 to see what his question was. Let me see. I know what his question was, I think. Here we go. I know exactly what his question is. How do I boom. Second Ezra 3. And okay. Second Ezra 3:31. It says, I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Because he's complaining because our people are being afflicted, but Babylonians are not, right? Verse 32. Or is it there any other people that knoweth thee besides Israel? Or what generation hath so believed thy covenants as Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. He says, weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world. So shall thy name nowhere be found in Israel, right? Slakia, nowhere be found but in Israel. So Ezra is complaining to Uriel, and Uriel speaking kind of on the behalf of the Most High God, right? Because the Most High God's not just finna appear in front of him. So Uriel's making a complaint. How come these heathen are living luxurious lives. They don't get punished. They don't go through things, but we go through things and we keep your commandments. And he's begging and he's pleading and he's asking what the hell going on? Why is this thus? Right? Something like King David said, his foot had well nigh slipped because he's seen the prosperity of the wicked. Right? Whereas our people, anytime we mess up, it's instant judgment. Boom, he on us. We in Babylon, we in Assyria, we in Greece. We're in captivity after captivity after captivity. Funny thing is, Israel damn near grew up in captivity. Egypt, that's where we grew, in captivity. Right? So Ezra is making a complaint to the Most High God. Why is this thus? Your name is found in Israel. Weigh our sins in comparison with theirs, right? Verse 35. Or when was it? By the way, Mahar, I can't see you unless, so if you go like this, I'm not going to be able to see you. You just got to speak.
All
right. Verse 35, it says, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. Right? Now we're going to continue. Like, who kept thy commandments but Israel? And the angel that was sent unto me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer and said, thy heart hath gone too far in this world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the ways of the Most High? Right? Your heart is too in this world, because you got some brothers that's deep, right? Or they think they deep, right? And they always trying to comprehend the way of the Most High. Why did he do this? Or they'll speak on the behalf of the Most High. He did this because of this. And brothers who think they got it all. Then you got some brothers who bug out the truth. Well, God created me. Who created God? And then next thing you know, your mind's somewhere deep as hell, and you bug out, right? Here's a quick precept: Isaiah 55:8. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So whatever you think, how the Most High God is operating, just give it up. Just take all that, throw that in the garbage. Do what's commanded of you, right? Because it's not your place to think like that. This is why Uriel is rebuking Ezra. Ezra in his head, he got a solid ass argument. To us, Ezra has a solid argument. To the Most High God, it's not solid at all. Right? To us, why are we going through these things? We keeping your commandments. These heathen, man, they get away with everything. They get away with idolatry. They get away with blood. They get away with murder. They get away with all these things, and they're in prosperity. We don't get away with nothing. We slip one time, and that's our ass. Go ahead.
God, this is 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, and verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for our destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. So our discipline, our chastening, when the Most High God corrects us, it's for our own good. It's so we can grow as a people, right? It says, for it is a token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered for any long time, but forthwith punished. So it is a token of the Most High's goodness. It is a token. It's actually a gift for the Most High God to look. You do something, you break a commandment, you fall short, you be disobedient. The Most High come through and he discipline you right then. That's actually a gift, right? When you read Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 5, I'll grab it real quick. That way I don't quote it bad. Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 5. It says, thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so the Lord thy God chasteneth thee. So that's how the Most High God deal with us, like children. That's a gift for your dad to be to love you enough, he see you a behavior in you that is not good, he corrects it. That's how the Most High God is with the nation of Israel. He's our Father, and he shows us right from wrong. Anytime we mess up, he corrects it. But here's the point. For not as with other nations, so the Most High is not like this with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish till they become to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us, lest that being come to the height of our sin, afterward he should take vengeance of us. So if this is how the Most High God, boom, he sees us mess up, whoop our butt. Plagues happen, famine might happen in the land for 3 years. You see us mess up, okay, cool. I'm gonna give you a chance to repent. You don't want to repent. Now you got to go into captivity for 70 years, but you can come back home. It's not like that with Edomites. It's not like that with Canaanites. With the Canaanites, he allowed them to commit sin after sin, whoredom after whoredom, sodomy after sodomy. I mean, what's it called? Cannibalism, all kind of things, sacrificing kids. I mean, until they reached the height of their sin, then he sent the Israelites to go kill them and to take their land forever, perpetually. That's what he did with them. But for us, he corrected us, just like Amah said. He corrected us. He said, lest that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us. So if he didn't punish us right away, our sins would keep adding up. And then when he punished us, it wouldn't be no way for us to bear it. So that's why Aharon keep teaching that, because it's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures. But I yield with that. Salakia.
Kind of straight, right? Because Ezra, that's his bitter complaint. Because his name means help. He's trying to help the nation. Ezra has a genuine love for his people. He loves his people so much, he's even trying to help the evildoers. That's the kind of time that he's on, right? Let me see. You'll find out that all these people, all these men that was hard in the scriptures, these men had a genuine love for their people, right? Let me grab a quick precept in 2nd Ezra chapter 7, right? This the kind of time Ezra was on. He moving in the spirit of Mashiach, right? Even Christ died for the ungodly, right? Peradventure will any die for a good man. That's what Paul said.
Right.
2nd Ezra 7 and 34. It says, but judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong. It says, and the work shall follow, and the reward shall be showed, and the good deeds shall be of force, and wicked deeds shall bear no rule. Then said I, Abraham prayed first for the Sodomites, and Moses for the fathers that sinned in the wilderness, and Joshua after him for Israel in the time of Achan, and Samuel and David for the destruction, and Solomon for them that should come to the sanctuary, and Elias for those that receive rain for the dead, that he might live, and Ezekiel for the people in the time of Sennacherib, and many for many. Even so now, seeing corruption is growing up, and wickedness is increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also? Ezra hard. Ezra is having a discussion with an angel. He's like, it's been thus. It's been like this. The righteous have prayed for the ungodly. Wherefore, why is it a problem when I do it now? Because Ezra's getting rebuked hard by this angel. I mean hard. He's chopping his ass up everywhere he go. No, nigga, you can't do that. Boom. You can't do that. Boom. But guess what? The Most High God's thoughts are not our thoughts. That's why Ezra getting chopped the whole way through. If Ezra was speaking to a man, he would have been won the conversation. I can guarantee you that. But he's not speaking to a man, right? Let's see. 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 3, right? This is after he said, your heart has gone too far into the world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High. Verse 3, then said I, yea, my Lord. And he answered me and said, I am sent to show thee 3 ways and to set forth 3 similitudes before thee, right? He says, wherefore, if thou canst declare me one, I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see. And I shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh. And I said, tell on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of fire. This is his first similitude he set forth. If Ezra can complete this, he's going to get what he sought for. His answers are going to be, his questions are going to be answered. He's going to show from whence the wicked heart cometh from. First thing, weigh me fire. Can you put fire on a scale and get a weight? Right? The next one, or measure me the blast of wind. You just felt a piece of wind blow by you. Figure out where that started and then figure out where it's going to end at. Once you measure that, how many feet is it? How many miles did it go? Once you measure that up, call me. Holla at me. It says, or call me again the day that is past. Go get yesterday and bring it forth. Go get yesterday. Because Ezra said he can comprehend the ways of the Most High God. That's what he said. Uriel asked him, thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High? He said, yea, Lord. Okay. Cool. If you think that, how much does fire weigh? Measure a blast of wind, or go get yesterday. This is real simple. To an angel, to the spirits of the Most High God, to the Most High, these is easy. This is nothing. Yeah, nigga, that blast of wind was 16 feet. Yesterday, come forth. Goddamn, and fire that way, such and such, such and such. That snap on a dime. But to us, mortal men, nothing but earth. That's what we are. We're earth. We're dust. Us, that shit hard as hell. You get to thinking hard, like, man, I ain't never thought about that. I remember when I first seen this, how the hell do you weigh fire? That never came past me. Go ahead.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. I never thought about a blast of wind if to measure it. You can't grab no tape ruler and measure that. Right? Let's keep reading. Then answered I and said, what man is able to do that? That thou shouldest ask such things of me? And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, or now Uriel getting to the deeper things. Now he getting to the deep. How great dwellings are the midst of the sea? When the Most High God said nobody can measure out the sea. You can't measure that. Or how many springs are in the beginning of the deep? Where the hell do I even begin to look for that? Or how many springs are above the firmament?
Ugh.
Or which are the outgoings of paradise? Now Uriel hit him with something deeper. He hit him with something deeper. Right? Let's see. It says, peradventure thou wouldst say unto me, I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell. Neither did I ever climb up into heaven. Nevertheless, now have I asked thee, but only of the fire and wind, and of the day wherethrough thou hast passed. And yeah, it says, and of things from which thou canst not be separated, and yet canst thou not give me an answer. It says, yet canst thou give me no answer of them. So Uriel is telling them, okay, you're going to sit here and say you never went to paradise, you never been down to hell, you never been to the deep, but I asked you of things that you can't escape. I asked you of things that you're around every day. You're around fire, you're around earth, you're around wind. You lived yesterday. I asked you of these things that are simple, that you've been through, that you should know, and you can't answer that. Come on.
He said he could comprehend the way of the Most High. That's not good.
He said that's not good. Who are you? Who are you? That's my question.
He really tried it.
Yeah,
He really tried it.
absolutely.
That ain't it. Yikes.
And then Uriel, like I said, to us, Ezra got solid points. His points are solid. They make sense to us. To God?
Ezra was a master at the law.
Yeah, he was a priest, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a Levite.
He tough. That don't mean nothing to God, though.
He was fluent in the law, bro. So he probably thought he really understood the way of the Most High because of that. That actually was, that's really a cut for me.
Yeah.
He fell right into the trap. If you can break this down, I tell you everything you want to know. Okay, Khan.
He said, okay, Khan.
Challenge accepted. He thought he was going to get in this bag, hit him with something he wasn't prepared for.
Yeah.
Uriel said, now you looking dumb. That's what Schwab said.
Yeah. Look at this. Watch this. Verse 10. And he said, moreover unto me thine own things, and such as are grown up with thee, canst thou not know? How should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest? And the world being now outwardly corrupted, to understand the corruption that is evident in my sight? Ate them up. Ate them. These things you grew up with and you don't know. Your measly ass vessel think you can comprehend the way of the Most High? Of the highest? The master of the universe? There's a term we use, the Most High. Nothing gets higher than him. There's nothing higher than the Most High. And you think you can comprehend it.
You think you can understand it. You think you can understand it.
And then that's why he brought it back to your mind have been too far into this world. You only know the things that are of this world. That's all you know. You don't know anything else. The Most High is out. He's outside of time. He's outside of space. He's outside of the firmament. He's outside our existence. He's outside of everything. And you, who've only known the world, can comprehend the way of the Most High. Let's look at it like this. Say you got a fish bowl, right? And you have fish, and some fish grew up in there. The fish, say this is an allegory where the fish kind of talk to you and be like, "Yeah, I know the ways of you." The fish never seen a car before, right? The fish never seen or experienced a building before. This fish don't experience the things that you experience or know the things that you know, but he think he can comprehend it. No, nigga, you live in a fish bowl. That's how we are. We live in we're in the firmament. We ain't getting out of here. We can't get out of here. The hell? We don't even understand everything. You cannot go into the water and go beyond a certain amount down. The pressure will kill you. You can't do it.
We can't even explore the whole fishbowl.
Can't even explore the whole thing. And you can comprehend the way of the Most High. This is humbling. This should be very humbling to everybody. The answer should be, I can't. I know nothing. That should be your answer. I know nothing. But Ezra, he was sent on this mission, for a purpose, right? Ezra's still righteous. Don't disregard his righteousness. He's a very righteous brother, right? Well beloved of the Most High God. Like I said, he had the same spirit as Yahushua. When I say that, I'm not saying he was Yahushua. Please do not disregard that. I'm saying they were moving in the same spirit. They had such immense love that Christ died for the godly and the ungodly. Ezra is willing to put his life on the line for the godly and ungodly. Look how he's speaking to the angel. When angels popped up, men feared. You fell down, knees buckled. You ain't on none of that. Ezra, like, come on, why is it thus? You see what we do for you, right? Don't confuse Ezra's wanting to help with ungodliness. He's a very godly brother. Verse 11, verse 12, Salakia. He said, then said I unto him, it were better that we were not at all than that we should live still in wickedness and to suffer and not to know wherefore. So it's like, man, it's better if we just die. Why are we suffering and living in wickedness if we don't even know why, man? Better for us to die, right? Because you got to remember, Ezra's going through captivities. Just got out of Babylonian captivity. If not, he's still in Babylon right now. And then transitioning out of Babylon into the Persian and Mede captivity. After that, they're going to be released back into their land. Once they get into their land, they got to deal with heathens again. It's a lot of stuff going on right now. Ezra is sick of this. He just wants to help his people. He's pleading to the Most High God. Come on, man. You can change this at a snap of a finger, please. Right? Uriel cut him. That's when it's better if I should just die to him, man. Verse 13. Right? He's going to set forth another similitude in front of him. He answered me and said, I went into a forest, into a plain, and the trees took counsel. Right? Then said, come, let us go and make war against the sea, that it may depart away before us, and that we may make us more woods. Mahar, touch on that real quick. I gotta look something up.
Verse 14, it says, and said, come, let us go and make war against the sea, that it may depart away before us, and that we may make more wood. So this is what the trees were saying about the sea. They want to conquer the sea. They want to go past the sand and set up more woods, more forest, more trees. That's what they counsel was. That's how they was talking amongst themselves. It says the floods and the sea also in like manner took counsel and said, come, let us go up and subdue the woods of the plain, and there also we may make us another country. So this is what the waters were saying. The sea and the floods, this is what they think, and this is what they meditate on. We're gonna go past the sand, and we're gonna conquer this forest. We're gonna conquer these woods, and we're gonna make more waters, more seas, more floods, more rivers, more lakes. That's what they thought to do. Verse 16.
Salakia, real quick. You said verse 16. Wait, I'm in the wrong.
Yeah,
wrong
you
chapter.
are good. Yeah, you can do what you gotta do.
Real quick. I want to bring this out. Anthropomorphism. I want my caps on. This is what's going on right here. This is what's going on right here. Anthropomorphism, the attribution of human characteristics or behaviors to a god, animal, or object. This is used to help people with understanding, right? Because when some people read the Bible, they pick up the Bible and they read it and they be like, man, y'all got dragons in there, y'all got talking dragons in there, y'all got animals. You telling me the trees took counsel and the waters is talking? No, this is just used as a studying tool or to help, right? Anthropomorphism is the attribution of human traits, emotions, or intentions to non-human entities, right? It says it is considered to be an innate tendency of human psychology. This is to help us. This is what's going on. The Bible has many forms of anthropomorphism, but people take it literally, and that makes them want to cast the Bible off, right? It's not literally happening, but he's giving you forth an example. Did you want to say something, Shalakia?
No, you can keep going with the chapter.
Khan. like he said, these trees took counsel and the sea took counsel, right? All to take over each other. Verse 16. The thought of the wood was in vain, for the fire came and consumed it. The thought of the floods of the sea came likewise to naught, for the sand stood up and stopped them. If thou wert judged now betwixt these two, whom wouldst thou begin to justify, or whom wouldst thou condemn? Uriel's asking Ezra, right? Out of these two, which would you condemn? Which would you justify? Verse 19. I answer.
Hold on, Aharon.
Go ahead.
Justify. Remember that in this chapter, this verse, that can definitely be used.
Yeah, it could. It really could. Verse 19. And that word right there, condemn, next to it too.
Brothers got to deal with that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Verse 19. I answered and said, verily it is a foolish thought that they both have devised. For the ground is given unto the wood, and the sea also hath his place to bear his flood. So Ezra's like, man, first off, the ground is for the wood. They're supposed to be there. That's their allotment. That's what they was allotted. Even so, the sea. The sea has its parts. The Most High, that's how the Most High God created it. The seventh part is for the seas. This remainder is for the land, it's for the ground. He put sea creatures down here. That's their allotment. He put men up here and animals. That's their allotment, right? Ezra gave a correct answer. Verse 20. Then answered he me and said, thou hast given a right judgment. But why judgest thou not thyself also? Turned it on him. Turned it on him quick. Why judgest not thyself? Now Ezra heart beating. Verse 21. For like as the ground is given unto the wood, and the sea to his floods, even so they that dwell upon the earth may understand nothing but that which is upon the earth. And he that dwelleth above the heavens may only understand the things that are above the height of the heavens. Uriel putting them on game. Look, brother, you only down here on earth. You can't understand nothing else. You don't know what you don't know. I'm pretty sure we all heard that. Let me say it again slower. You don't know what you don't know. How the hell is he going to understand that? How are you going to understand the height of the heavens when you don't know what the hell going on up there? It's above you. It's above you, right? Verse 22. Then answered I and said, I beseech thee, O Lord, let me have understanding. Ezra wanted bad. Give it to me then. Help me out. It says, for it was not my mind to be curious of the high things, but of such as pass by us daily. Namely, wherefore Israel is given up as a reproach to the heathen, and for what cause the people whom thou hast loved is given over to the ungodly nations, and why the law of our forefathers is brought to naught, and the written covenants come to none effect. So Ezra hit him with one. You know, you may think Ezra up on him right now. It's not, my mind isn't curious. Ezra basically telling him, you attacking a straw man, because that's not my point. My point wasn't to be curious about the high things. My point was to be, what's going on down here? What's going on with my people? Why are we giving into the damn heathen? Why are we giving to the ungodly? Why is the covenants in effect? Why is the law going? This is something we got to understand with history. The law is gone at this point. There is no law. There's no written law right now. His people don't have it. It's nothing but chaos going on during the time of Ezra. And this is why he's pleading, right? You need brothers like this. Verse 24. And we pass away out of the world as grasshoppers, and our life is astonishment and fear. And we are not worthy to obtain mercy. We're not even found worthy to obtain mercy. It says, what will he then do unto us? Slack it. What will he then do unto his name whereby we are called? Of these things have I asked. So this is the stuff that I'm getting at. Then Slack it. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. He eating them. He said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmity. So he's like, man, y'all can't even comprehend the things that's to come. The gifts of the righteous, the promisedness of the righteousness. For this world is it's just too unrighteous right now. It's too in sin. It's too much in iniquity, right? Verse 28 says, but as concerning the things wherefore thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So he's letting them know, look, all this evil stuff that's happening right now, it's gonna get oversown. It's gonna get overturned type deal. The destruction is yet to come, right? That's why he said, if it's not turned upside down, and if the place of evil is not soon passed away, then then cannot it come that is sown with the good. The righteousness can't come unless all this evilness pass away, right? But I think I'm gonna stop there because this is where stuff get deep. I ain't gonna lie. He's talking about Adam. We can get in there, but it's gonna take another hour or two, and we got to get to camp. We got to get to camp because this is hard though. I ain't gonna lie. We might got to start going over Ezra's, bro.
Bruh.
This
I
is
told
hard.
you I wanted to start getting more fluent in Ezra. Did I tell you that, or was I talking to the bar?
You told me.
Oh, okay. See, I told you that, bro.
He says, "Yeah, I told you that, bro." Yeah, bro. You wanna know why? Paul spoke a lot about this brother, bro.
Why you say that?
Not a lot about him, but they had a lot. They had a lot of common sayings.
Really?
Adam, all that. That I'd have to show you, bro. But it's hard. Trust me. I think it mentioned. Nah, I just got to get into it, bro. I ain't gonna get into it. I ain't gonna get into it.
You gonna pick me up, bro?
I can.
Or you want me to pick you up?
Nah, I ain't running off your time.
What you mean?
I ain't running off your time, bro.
What do you mean, dog?
Nah, I'm cool.
Shawab sent 2nd Ezra 6 and 56. What's that going over? Adam, the world being us being the chosen. Romans 9. Okay, I can see that. Israel being the chosen. I can see that. Bro, what's wrong with what you mean you ain't running off my time? I'm good with time, decent. Really though. Not even capping.
You are. You are. Yeah. What's up, bro?
Yeah, pick me up, bro.
I got you. I do that. Yeah, I do that.
And I can ride back with the bar.
That's fine.
You work tomorrow?
Yeah. Definitely got some work. Definitely got work.
All right. I'm getting sleepy out of nowhere. You ready to close this bad boy?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna grab 1 Corinthians 15. 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Your labor is not in vain. This is the same thought Ezra had. He thought the labor was in vain. He thought the keeping of the righteousness was in vain. He thought these things were in vain because the heathen, man, they prospering, right? But the scriptures say that they shall soon be taken away, right? Galatians 6:9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not, right? Keep sowing righteousness. Keep sowing righteousness into this world. And the more unrighteousness they sow into this world, the sooner that shit gonna get overturned, and we can reap the good righteousness, right? The promises, right? It's on you.
Kind of the last precept being Sirach chapter 43 and 30, it says, when you glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when you exalt him, put forth all your strength. And be not weary, for you can never go far enough. You can never go too hard for the Most High God. You can never give him enough praise, enough glory, enough submission. So if you find yourself in a situation where you can't pray to the Most High God out loud, or pray with somebody, or just say all praises to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. If you feel like you're in a situation where you can't do little things like that, you got to start considering your circle and who you're around. It's time to start moving unrighteous people out of your close circle and moving righteous people in their stead to take over those positions. You need people on your. If you want to go far, take somebody with you. If you want to go fast, go alone. That's what my father-in-law told me. So in this walk, you gotta be able to endure the time. You got to be able to pass the time. You don't know how much time is longer. We pray and we know that things are going to be speedily, but you got to make sure that you can endure just in case it's not as fast as you expected. It tell you necessary patience you got to have when it comes to serving the Lord. You got to have that. And your patience possess your soul. So you got to be prepared to go 5 more years, 10 more years. Even though we're not expecting 10 more years, you got to have that. You got to be able to go just in case. So that's why it's good to always be with brothers and sisters, Akim, Akwafs, elders and leaders, and to set up these. Get with a camp. Get with a brother or sister who's fervent for the Most High God. Y'all can sharpen each other, spend time with each other, keep each other in line and in check. That's the kind of people you want to be around. But, we appreciate everybody tuning in for this short, quick live that we did today. We hope that everybody enjoyed a Shabbat. If you are celebrating your Shabbat today. And with that, we'll give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.